Social Star Academy presents Animal Earthquake by Jennifer Cullen. The sizzling desert sun beat down on Kala camel, Karna cobra, and Sumra skink. We're tired of sunburns and sandstorms, the desert animals complained. Life would be so much better if only we lived somewhere else. Paula polar bear, Willie walrus, and Susie salmon played in the chilly Arctic landscape. We're tired of below-zero blizzards and constant grey skies, the Arctic animals complained. Life would be so much better if only we lived somewhere else. Kobe koala munched a mouthful of eucalyptus leaves, while Kira kangaroo and her baby Joey basked in the arid sun. We're tired of fires, floods, and droughts, the bush animals complained. Life would be so much better if only we lived somewhere else. Gayasi giraffe chomped on leaves from an acacia tree. Ebo elephant sipped water from the river, and Zawani zebra played in the grass. We're tired of predators chasing us and farm animals overgrazing the land, the savanna animals complained. Life would be so much better if only we lived somewhere else. Marco monkey swung through the branches of a cocoa tree. Palmer parrot perched on the branch of a banana tree admiring her beautiful feathers. Beatrica, a blue morpho butterfly, fluttered around watching Palmer preen and Marco perform his acrobatics. We're tired of the sweltering heat and overpowering humidity, the rainforest animals complained. Life would be so much better if only we lived somewhere else. Wheeler whale, sandy sea turtle, and Felix fish played a game of tag in the salty ocean waters. We're tired of fishermen overfishing and loud shipping boats, the ocean animals complained. Life would be so much better if only we lived somewhere else. One day, a big earthquake happened. All day and all night, the whole earth wiggled and wobbled and shook and spun, twisted and turned, zigged and zagged. When the earthquake finally stopped, Sumra skink smashed into an iceberg and got a concussion. Kala camel's lips froze shut as she sipped the chilly ocean water. Karna cobra's body shivered wildly as he swam through the frigid tide. "We want to be back in the desert!" Kala, Karna, and Sumra cried. Susie salmon got eucalyptus leaves in her mouth as she crashed through the branches of the tree. She suddenly craved seafood. The hot sun beat down on Paula polar bear's thick white coat. The heat made her sweaty. She missed the brisk, snowy air. Willie walrus flopped around on the sizzling sand. It burnt his tummy. He longed for a pool of icy seawater. "We want to be back in the Arctic," Susie, Paula, and Willie lamented. Kobe koala, Kira kangaroo, and Joey toppled through the branches of a cocoa tree. Kobe hung from a branch by his clawed paws. Kira fell under the cocoa tree with a thud. Joey tumbled into her lap and wept. The hungry animals looked around for food. All they found were some bitter cocoa beans. Kira and Joey missed the Australian grasses. Kobe longed for eucalyptus leaves. "We want to be back in the bush," Kobe, Kira, and Joey exclaimed. Zawani zebra, Gayasi giraffe, and Ebo elephant flailed around in the cold ocean water, gasping for air. The salty water stung their eyes and burned their throats. A great white shark licked his lips, flashed them a hungry smile as he swam towards them. Zawani, Jayasi, and Ebo screamed, "We want to be back in the savannah!" Wheeler whale, sandy sea turtle, and Felix fish flew through the arid desert air. and crash landed into a sand dune. The hot sand burned their bodies. They all struggled to breathe without water. "We want to be back in the ocean," Wheeler, Sandy, and Felix gasped. Margot Monkey, Palmer Parrot, and Beatrice Butterfly landed in the savannah. The only thing available to eat in this new place was grass, grass, and more grass. Marco, Palmer, and Beatrice's stomachs growled loudly, so they all ate the grass. After a while, they became very ill because they couldn't digest the grass. "Oh, we want to be back in the rainforest," Marco, Palmer, and Beatrice moaned. Just then, another big earthquake came. The entire earth jiggled and joggled, shook and shivered, jerked and jumped. When the earthquake finally stopped, the 3 desert animals landed in the familiar hot terrain. Kala Camel basked in the summery sun. Kana Cobra hugged a sizzling rock, and Sumra Skink wallowed in the fiery sand. "We're so thankful to be back in our desert home," the animals cheered. Willy Walrus sprawled out on his favorite patch of the iceberg and kissed the frozen ground. Paula Polar Bear tromped through the snow just to hear the crunchy sound. Susie Salmon searched the chilly water for shrimp to munch on. "We're so thankful to be back in our Arctic home," the animals rejoiced. Kira Kangaroo and Joey danced around in the warm sun, enjoying the yummy grass. Kobe Koala hugged his eucalyptus tree and treated himself to some of the tree's delicious leaves. "We're so thankful to be back in our bush home," the animals called. Ebo Elephant sucked up a drink of fresh water from the river to rinse the salty taste from his mouth. Jayasi Giraffe went back to eating leaves from his favorite acacia tree. Zawani Zebra lay in the grass and sunbathed in the warm sun. "We're so thankful to be back in our savannah home," the animals celebrated. Marco Monkey enjoyed a banana. Palmer Parrot preened her shimmery feathers in the sunlight, and Beatrice Butterfly flew around in the humid air. "We are so thankful to be back in our rainforest home," the animals sang. Wheeler Whale, Sandy Sea Turtle, and Felix Fish swam through the sea's salty current looking for delicious things to eat. "We're so thankful to be back in our ocean home," the animals exclaimed. Take a few minutes each day to notice and write down the good things about your home, neighborhood, or community. Then, when you're having a bad day, pull out your gratitude list and remind yourself of all the good around you. Practice gratitude every day, and you will find happiness no matter what comes your way.